She is the expert in the ask, and she spent years helping people learn how to ask for what they want and to learn how to respond when they don't get the answer they want. She is author, speaker, and consultant Laura Fredericks. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm so interested in this topic because for all of us, and myself included, I really have a hard time just laying it all out there when I'm talking to an employer or someone who's controlling money to say exactly what I want and what I expect.
Yeah, it is hard because it's very, very emotional. And I think our emotions get the better of us, and then we start making some conversation that probably doesn't make sense. And at the end of the day, you don't get what you want.
Well, what happens, what should we do in those moments when we get a no?
So I have a formula that can help people, because whenever there's something that feels like it's out of control or you want to put a little bit more structure to it, I put in some structure to it and it works. I've done this for a matter of years. First thing, there's three things you need to do. One, let's say you get a no or something that sounds like a no, such as I can't do that, I'm not willing to do that, I don't think so, it's not right for me. So you get that kind of response, okay? So now we're going to use the 2 sentences and a question formula in your response, okay? Stay with me on this one. 2 sentences and a question. First sentence has to be about them. So thank you for your time. Thank you for considering what we've been talking about. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. That's the first sentence, about them. Second is, let them know how important it is to you. So you can say something like, you may not know, this is very, very important to me, and it was difficult to make this ask. I thought long and hard who I should ask, and you were the first person to ask. Just really let them know the thought you put into it. Okay, that's the second sentence. And now the third is the question, and I'm going to tell you why you end on a question on this one. The question is, get to the why. The most important thing is when you hear a no or something that sounds like a no, what's the why? And so the question becomes, can you share with me how you reached this decision? Can you tell me why you said no? Or one of my favorites is, it's important to me to learn and go forward. How did you reach this decision? Why did you say no? The reason you end on a question is you need to find out why they said it. Because if you don't, we do 2 things that are terrible. You're going to start guessing. You're going to start assuming. And the person probably never, ever thought about what you're thinking about. Your only job is get to the why.
That is really brilliant. And I've got to know, since you train and you consult all the time, how do people feel when they kind of muster the courage to follow your formula?
It takes practice. It takes practice. But you know what it is? People always come back and say, it's so simple that it works. And it just makes everything into a conversation. Because remember, when it's time to ask, you're very emotional, and sometimes you get a little defensive. Sometimes you get overly aggressive. And this keeps the ask as a conversation, not a confrontation. And so if it's so simple and it works, and the beauty of this is ending on a question makes this a nice dialogue back and forth. It also keeps the conversation, you talk 25, they talk 75. Because if you keep talking and talking and talking, at the end of this, you will have no idea what I'm supposed to respond to. And that's why a lot of people get the answer, I have to think about it, which actually is worse than a no.
Right.
When you have to think about it, it's like, where do you take that? What do you do? How long is it? And you start guessing. So anyway, the structure of 2 sentences and a question makes it nice and easy, very relaxed. And the beauty of this is, think about it, if someone can't do what you ask them to do, don't you want to know why? And so this gets to the why.
And the name of the book is, Laura?
Hard Asks Made Easy, how to get exactly what you want.
Thank you so much for being with us.